Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to take you through our January budget and kind of show you what things are looking like for January. So, I mean, just to be honest, I'm using the same budget sheet that I've always used. I'm also like, income hasn't changed yet. Just wait on that. But yeah, so I just want to take you through how we're planning to spend our money next month and take you through our January budget. So if you're interested in seeing this video, then just keep on watching. So here we go with the budget. As you can see, I black out our income. I always black out our income. That's just what I do. So we are planning to bring in about $6,200 in January. This is via multiple streams of income. So as you guys know, our rent is pretty high. We live in the Chicago area. Wow, I like curled my hair just before this video and it is on fire. Okay. So $2,200 on rent this month. That is per usual. That is our most expensive thing that we pay. We understand that. That's something that we just know living where we live. So the next two things I have in yellow, and as you can see, I actually have my husband tagged here to update. His health insurance actually went up, which I'm not super excited about. Yeah, so like no long story needed. His health insurance went up, which we're not super pumped about, but I just need him to update that number. So I signed it to him. All of these expenses are the same as per usual. So yeah, those are all the same. I think I'm gonna try to get rid of this email before this like 7:15 charge before this budget comes out. So I need to do that like in the next few days. Netflix, $12.99, car insurance, all that stuff is currently staying the same. So we're at about $2,900 in fixed expenses. I mean, as you can see, 700 of that is actually expenses. The rest is just our rent. Moving on to our debt, which is the hardest part of our budget to look at. It is the part of our budget that we are, ooh, there's a golden retriever. There's a baby outside, Cobra, look. Sorry, distracted, okay? It's the hardest part of our budget to look at, but it is obviously the most necessary part to look at. And this is the part that we are really hoping to tackle this year. If you guys have been following me for a while, there's obviously like literally nothing else I can cut from my budget. We need to make more money in order to pay off debt. We're in like that slippery slope where we're like making payments on debt, but we're just getting hit with interest and it's like super disgusting. So it's definitely a huge goal. Honestly, I'm just putting this out here. My goal for this year, like my lofty goal, is to pay off my consumer debt, which is like over $40,000 of debt. And I know it's lofty and I don't really have any proof that that's gonna happen, but that is my goal this year. And if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna make a huge dent in it. But like, if I come across an extra $40,000 of debt, girl, I am getting rid of this consumer debt. As you can see, our debt equals about almost $2,000 a month just in payments, which is disgusting. So moving on, because that part just makes me very angry, we are getting into groceries. So we're gonna budget about $300 for groceries again this month. Again, we do use a little bit of cash for this, which doesn't come out of this budget. It comes out of a different budget. However, we have been trying to be a little bit better with groceries. It's hard because we eat, I get this question a lot and I feel like I say it a lot, but maybe I don't. We eat all organic food. I can't eat gluten. I'm not supposed to eat dairy. I'm not supposed to eat grains. I'm not like, there's a lot of dietary restrictions for me and my husband as well. So we eat all organic food. We eat grass-fed meat. That's a decision that we made that's important to us. And it's very difficult when you're on a really tight budget, but we like cut out other things because of that. So as you can see, I have $0 in my restaurants and coffee shops budget this month because we were very tight on the budget this month. So we did get a gift card for a nice restaurant, a pretty hefty gift card actually, from the company that I work for, because Black Friday was hell and the CEO understood that, which I appreciate, and he gave everyone in the company a gift card to like a restaurant chain in the Chicago area. So my birthday is in January, and I'm thinking that we'll go out to eat at this Italian restaurant that I really like that has gluten-free pasta closer to my birthday, so we can celebrate that without having to pay. And we can have like a really nice dinner because, like I said, it's a pretty hefty gift card. So that's why I budgeted $0. So one thing that Ben and I decided we wanted to do was, I'm talking really fast because I'm literally watching the light go down. So, you know, we've really been missing having date nights. We've really been missing going out to eat, doing fun things. And every month we go over budget because I don't budget any money for this area. And it's kind of one of these things that's like, I have to stop ignoring that it's something that we really love to do. So what we decided is I'm gonna really try to stop going to coffee shops, and Qdoba is my weakness, and try to eat at home as much as possible. And then once a month we'll go out for a nice dinner. So, or lunch or brunch, whatever we really want to do. But that way we're actually getting in a date night, which we really need to be better at. We both work from home, so we're with each other all the time, but we don't talk to each other. So date nights just never happen. And this is a good way to get in date nights while also spending our money intelligently instead of like blowing it, you know, 26 bucks for both of us to get a Qdoba bowl, which is like super yummy, but like not necessary, you know? Like I'd rather go to like Maggiano's, this like really nice Italian restaurant that has gluten-free food, and get that once a month versus having like a taco bowl that I can make at home, you know? So I just talked about that for way too long. Next up, $200 on my supplements. Yeah, I'm going through like a detox thing with my supplements right now. So my cost is just up about $50. It was from last month. Household I kept at 15 for things like toilet paper, if we need like new sponges or something like that. So we don't spend a ton on a household right now. We don't really buy like things for our house. My sister always makes us beautiful like glass, stained glass, and then we have like really pretty other things that we've gotten from our wedding. So we just don't spend a lot of money on household right now. Next up, so I budgeted $175 for my haircut. I have not gotten my haircut in over a year, and I have really long hair, so it's like not that noticeable, but for me, it's super noticeable. And I'm also getting it colored, which it doesn't need super bad. I just want like the blonde pulled up a little bit. So my stylist is amazing, and I'm guessing it's actually gonna be closer to like $150, but I'm gonna wanna tip her well because she's like super amazing. I don't even know that it'll actually be this much. I don't think it'll be more than this, but it might not be this much, but I wanted to budget for that. That is not an expense that, like I said, I got my hair colored right before our wedding last year, so almost 9 months ago, and then I got my hair cut well over a year ago, probably closer to a year and a half. So while it's a large expense, currently it's not something that I do for myself very often. So that is in there. Personal spending we have at $0 this month because again, budget was tight. $80 on therapy. We may cut this, but because we don't necessarily need to go to therapy every single week, but I pay a $10 copay right now, and it's like I might as well just like utilize that, you know? 10 bucks for individual and couples therapy is like worth it, and I know not everybody has that luxury, so I'm very, very grateful for that. Moving on, this actually is probably off. I have a couple of doctor appointments next month, so I might have to revisit this after I get those scheduled, but my copay for a doctor is usually $10, though I do think I have to go see a specialist next month, so that may have to go up to like a $30 copay. So I'll have to look at that and update it. Our utilities are a little high right now just because it's winter. We have a whole house to heat. Ben and I both work from home, so I'm home every single day. So with that, like currently I don't have any lights on, but now that it gets dark out at like 4 p.m., something we have to do. So I am anticipating about $200 in utilities. It was just under $200 last month, and I think our bill will be just a little bit up this month. I'm still waiting for 2 of the bills to come in, so we'll see. Train, I have at 130. I don't know that we'll use that. Keeping tolls and gas at 100. I did put our miscellaneous and buffer at 0, which is dangerous, but again, tight budget this month. Moving on, Cora's food is $75. And then I did add in a couple of sinking funds. These will only be added in if we actually bring in the income that I'm expecting. So one thing that I've started doing with my sinking funds is I wait until closer to the end of the month, just in case I go over on food, we go over on groceries, we go over on something. I don't wanna like pull stuff over to my savings account and then pull it back. I know you shouldn't do that. Like if you put something in a sinking fund, it's the next, like that's what you do. But when you're in a really, really tight budget, that's just kind of the way that things have to work out for a little while. So I am planning on putting $10 into our car maintenance and plate renewal. Just because this last year, I think I told you guys, yeah, it was in November, like my plate renewal came up and we hadn't been saving for it. So it was like, you know, $115 that had to come out of 1 month, whereas $10 a month is so much easier than $115 in 1 month. Same, so I was asked to be in one of my best friend's weddings. She is getting married August 1st, 2020, and she was in my wedding. I love her so much, and she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids. And so yeah, there's just gonna be costs associated with that. This may not even be enough, honestly, I don't even know. But I think I was planning on like $500. That might not be enough, I'm not sure, because that will have to include a hotel. It is in like Upper Michigan, so it won't be as expensive as like staying in Chicago like they had to do for me. So that I'll have like my dress, any accessories, anything that I'm wearing, obviously, like her bridal shower, her bachelorette party, and then just the wedding. So that may have to go up, but for now I'm just budgeting $70 a month for that. And then $10 for Amazon Prime, same thing as the other thing. It was like $120 that we had to pay for our Amazon Prime renewal this year. And I would rather just have that money saved up so that we can have it ready to go and we don't have to worry about anything. So that is the budget for the month. As you can see, we're at 0, which is great. And that's kind of the way things are looking for January. As you can see, I named my budget the 2020 Money Magnet budget because I believe in manifestation. I believe in the power of your thoughts and your actions, and I am putting it out into the universe, into the world, to God, whatever you all believe in, and I am making 2020 my monetary bitch. And we're gonna bring in some like cash this year and do some damage to this debt in a good way, get rid of it, and hike up our budget so we're not just scraping by every month. Like we're in a place now where we wanna do really cool things with our money. We wanna take care of people. I never wanna have a Christmas season again where I can't spend it with my family and I can't purchase gifts. I can't purchase like things for my house to Christmasify it. I can't get my nails done nice and red for the season. I never want a season like this again. So we're gonna do something about it in 2020. Who's with me? Who is going to change their monetary life in 2020? Let me know in the comments down below if you've listened this far. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm gonna jump off here before I lose the light, and stay tuned for more videos coming up very soon. And yeah, see you later. Bye.